People, welcome back to my YouTube channel Elliott Wave Principle. I'm your host Shaheen. We are going to look at one of the most easiest waves or trading setup that we have in our area, our era, and that is silver and gold. And the silver chart is in front of us. I have shown most of the data going back to up to 1990, and we can scroll a bit back to see what happened before that. And the way I said easiest is because we have crossed the historical highs, and we have, after crossing the historical highs, we have almost completed. We have actually completed the correctional pattern after that too. So we haven't exactly found support at the previous high, but in fact just above that, and we have seen the prices bounces off that area. Before we can do that, let's have a look at previously and see how the things are. And if you look at it, this is how, if we have a kind of a cup pattern, and as soon as prices went beyond the previous high, we can see an absolutely rocketing of the price behavior. Another thing I wanted to discuss that, and is that prices have almost stayed above that accumulation area after prices came down. Alright, so after the cycle was complete, the larger cycle was complete, prices have largely stayed above that area, and that's an important distinction for us to look at in the future of gold and silver prices, especially silver, because silver creates massive moves after it breaks out the historical highs, and after that the reversal is also very strong. So from this point, as far as Elliott wave analysis is concerned, I'm expecting that we are going to see a 5-wave structure right from this point, and which is wave 1 and 2 is already complete, and I believe wave 3 is already complete, and wave 4 is complete as well, I believe, which is correctional. Now if you look at commodities, a lot of commodities do not actually follow the 5-3-5-3-5-3 pattern. Lots of commodities actually follows a zigzag pattern, which is a 5-3-5 pattern. Alright, and I do believe silver is also going through 5-3-5 pattern. And right now I think this is the last leg of the 5-3-5 pattern. We are going through wave C, and within wave C we are going to see the last part, which is wave 5 of it. We have hardly begun the part where we are going to see wave 5 to continue. Also, if you look at commodities have traditionally, the wave 5th is the strongest waves in commodities. Alright, so if you look at the price structure, we can clearly see, first of all, which is a traditional, just by looking at the price, we have crossed, this is the previous high, we have clearly crossed that, we came down, and we have completed a structure which is a zigzag structure right over here too. I'll zoom into it. And I do believe that prices are expecting to go in silver somewhere around 600ish, maybe even above that. So let's say we are looking at just a conservative top for silver, and I think it's going to be not more than, I mean, around 500, not less than 500. So it's going to be not less than 500, which is still giving us a lot of price move. And remember that these long moves happen in a smaller time frame analysis, not, I said, in a smaller time frame, in a shorter period of time. Alright, so what we have seen is we have seen almost 15-20 years from the previous data that we had. It took us to go beyond the previous top. This was back in 2011, so almost 15-16 years it took us to cross that high, and I think this is going to be very amazing. And but the one thing is certain, that we will be completing this structure in a very short period of time as compared to the previous 15-year time cycle. So let's see what happened right now. And my analysis is indicating that we have created this bottom, which completes the correctional pattern right over here. So we can simply draw a parallel line channel, and this kind of gives you an impression that we have how important it was, because it got tested few times, and it also tells you that prices didn't even go beyond the middle line, which is right here, the dotted line. Alright, so the wave C didn't even go beyond that line, and we have almost created a double bottom with the previous structure. So, and right after that, prices have gone and crossed that channel easily. Not only that, we have seen the swing going up and giving us a correction, and right now prices are heading up on this way. I do believe that we have created two lows. First of all, this low right over here and this low. As far as daily trading is concerned, we can use the previous daily trading low, the swing low, which is right over here. Okay, this swing is very important. I believe that we are expecting for the prices to continue, and a double top is expected around 120-ish dollar before we can see a good swing. So right now I'm aiming for this. Let me have a look. So right now I'm aiming for the prices to go right over here and then fall about maybe $12-15. All right, and then continue from there. Okay, this is right now we're looking at. But if you look at this swing analysis, we can confirm this into a trading setup by using the previous low, which is right over here. And we can expect once again for the prices to go above over here. And if we can take this swing on its own, that'll be a lot beneficial too. But if you want to go long for a very long period of time, use the previous low, which is right over here at $61, and then you can wait for the prices to continue towards around $500. That's an amazing trading setups. Once again, we have to look very closely as how this the current wave unfolds. We have to keep an eye. I gave some guidelines as far as Elliott wave analysis is concerned, that prices move significantly in the fifth wave. That means that fifth wave of commodities is the strongest wave. Also, as far as time, how much time it can take, it takes way less time than the previous whole four waves. So you got to keep in mind that we are expecting a shorter period of time, and then we got to keep in mind that we need to have a frame of work where which can be used to say that our positions on the upside does not go into losses. So our profits do not turn into losses. This is very important, and we'll come into it, look into it as the price of silver goes on. But I do believe that we have created a bottom in silver, and we are going to see amazing bullish market in silver and gold, especially silver, because people have been waiting. A lot of people got bought in when prices were really high around 2010, and a lot of people have been waiting for it. So I think this is the time that we have crossed the previous high. We have completed the correction. Not only we have completed the correction, but we have also seen a bullish movement on a smaller time frame followed by a correction. So I think this is a pretty good time for to buy silver and hold it. All right, let's have a look at gold. Now gold is indicating that it's probably not as strong right now. It is once again bullish, but if you compare gold and silver, I'm expecting gold to move not as much as silver in terms of percentage. Given and that fact, we can see that we have seen prices to go up followed by a correction, and you can see prices haven't gone up after the bottom right over here. Okay, and also silver created a bottom somewhere over here, while gold has created a new low as compared to right over here. I do believe that we are going to be bullish, and I think I'm right now expecting for the prices to go somewhere around 5280, which is $5,280. So we can use the previous low, which is right over here, 4,495-ish. We can use this low to go long right over here. Okay, and we can expect for the prices to go around 5,280. You can use the analysis to see how. Once again, I'm expecting for gold to be bullish, strongly bullish. We have also completed the correction, which is right over here, which is more beautiful looking as compared to what we have seen in silver. Another thing that we are seeing is that the parallel line that encompasses the previous structure has not been crossed yet. Okay, so this is the previous line, parallel line. We're going to see, look at it right now. You can drag it a bit low, and you can see that we have not crossed beyond that point. While silver has, gold hasn't. All right, an important line is that if you look at the central line, prices have gone off from the bottom and found a support at the central line, which is good. I think we are going to continue higher, so we have to keep in mind that we need to go beyond this top line. So we'll leave it here. Forgive us, and not a trading tool, but it will help us to see how the prices are moving in gold. I'm once again bullish in gold and silver. Nothing has changed. but next few days are going to be very interesting. So once we go on the top, I'm expecting that prices are expected to fall back and retest this line. Okay, let's have a look and let's see if we can draw the So this is my swing analysis, and you look at this bottom is also coming the top of the previous one as well. So this is what I'm expecting in gold, and let's see how you can convert this into trading setup. Wish you good luck with your trading. Have a good one, and bye bye.